Okay, good afternoon, class. Um, this afternoon, I will be discussing to you about the purpose of human resource management. So last time I discussed about the objectives of the human resource management. Now, the the following, no, the ideas between them, no, can be done interchangeably. Pwede siya maglibog, no, ang tawag because it can actually uh, in a matter of uh, perception, no, kaning sa matag usahay, it can be used interchangeably kaning purpose and objectives, but the objectives actually emphasizes a wider scope, which is murag matawag na to siya class in general, no, unlike kaning gitawag na to og the purpose of human resource management nga kining kuan lagi siya nagi siya specific towards a specific nga functions. So, as I may mas wider ang objective, no, compared to this one. Okay? So, here, as you can see in my slides, so there is naging diri class no nga there have been instances when companies shelled out hefty bucks to fill an open position, which is quite a lot, no? Especially for startups and small ventures that have limited resources. So employee onboarding and other related activities also increase costs. So if a company makes bad hiring decisions by hiring the wrong people, no, who quit soon after, then all that effort and resources went to waste. Various reports indicate that employees leave their jobs mainly due to poor work-life balance, salary issues, career growth concerns, or job insecurity. So the purpose of human resource management, or also known as HRM, is to weed out such issues in the first place and help companies in making the right hiring decisions. So given below are some key or responsibilities of HR managers, which are also dependent on the organization. So here, as you can see, we have recruitment, no, being the first. Uh, we have selecting candidates, and the third is onboarding and training employees. Number four, we have evaluating the performance of the employees. Number five, we have providing compensations, benefits, rewards, and more. Number seven, we have complying with labor laws. Number eight, maintaining a strong employer-employee relationship. Number nine, training and development. And number 10, recognizing employee contribution and engaging employees. Now, what are these purposes, no, of, or meaning to say, why is it that these factors here or these categories here below becomes the purpose of hiring an HR personnel or the purpose of the HR management functions? Number one, we have recruitment. There you can see both internal and external recruitment. Now, what are the activities or unsa man ang mga manghitabo ani during recruitment? So from the word itself, recruitment meaning to say they are going to recruit, they are going to gather people which is or which will serve as a candidate, no, for the vacant position. So kana with all of those people nga mahimong candidate, like for example if there are a position, no, that is needed to be filled in, kanang bakante ang managerial position, so of course they are going to gather candidates for managerial position. So there, as you can see, na ibutawag internal. What, when, and what is the process of internal hiring? Now, for your information, internal hiring happens. No, this is a type of hiring wherein it happens, or the activity of the hiring system happens inside the organization. So, meaning to say, of course, to lessen the cost, no, or to lessen the expenses of conducting kaning gitawag nato o kanang magkuan sila, no, mag-conduct sila job fair, no, they are going to advertise for the position, they are going to advertise the hiring, dili na, they are going to choose someone who is uh, competent enough, no, to handle the responsibility. So could be there are coming from the lower position, just like for example a supervisor, that is that actually meets already the requirement no, of the quality of service, the in terms of skills and in terms of knowledge, that particular person meet no with the position. So nga ilaha nga gipangita. So with that, of course, what is an advantage? Numero uno, dili na kaayo magasto ang kumpanya, no? So maka-less na og expenses sa internal hiring. Other than that, also maka-boost po na siya sa self-confidence sa mga trabahante. It's because with that they can actually think nga naaday may kuano, there are rooms for our development. Meaning to say, if we are going to work harder no sa amuang nga position, if we are just if we are going to give our best no sa amuang nga trabaho, di naaday may opportunity for sa may tawag ana career advancement or promotion. Okay? So mo na nakanindot sa internal hiring. Now what is the disadvantage? Of course, you will surely lose no an opportunity to hire or to look for a new breed of employee. So usahay wa ta kabalo no nga like for example kanang pagpangita outside no. If you are going to conduct job hunting, job fair or any other advertising media no nga usahay naay mga applicants diha no nga ang ilahang nga skills nga gipangita sa usa ka position is kuno overqualified sila. But still, ganahan sila ma-apply sa trabaho. It's because maybe to some reasons nga ganahan sila sa company. No, because it offers a well-compensated job and at the same time, job security. So mo ni nakanindot. Uh, Next, we have an external hiring. Of course, this is very popular to everybody because in external hiring, the activity that can be conducted in this type of recruitment system is to hire people no outside from the organization. So how does the recruitment process can be done or the hiring process can be done? Of course, through advertising media. Daghan naman ron no, may Nimo, we have JobStreet, we have trabahanap.com, and di lang no sa newspaper. So daghan na kayo. So that is one way that they can actually or they can easily they can easily find someone nga para ilahang ibutang sa posisyon nga nabakante or para ilang i-hire no for that particular project nga ilaha nga i-conduct. So that's what happened. Okay? Sa external hiring, of course, that this can actually cause a lot of expenses to the end of the organization. But somehow, of course, mabitaw na nga during this time, of course, an HR should be very knowledgeable. An HR should be very careful, no, in uh, conducting the recruitment and selection process because, as mentioned a while ago at the top, kung you are going to hire a wrong people or wrong person, of course, mo quit na, no, that particular employee will or would quit soon. So mo na nga ini-quit ana. So of course, lain na pod nga training. So when you are going to conduct training biya, it could cost money, no? So mo na nga they have to be very careful about it, no, in handling recruitment. Next, we have selecting candidates. So this is na mao na ni this is the one that follows. So in selecting candidates, what are the activity in this process? So you already gather the people. That is the recruitment. The selection process, of course, you're going to conduct interview. No, you're going to administer exam. Uh, and with that, of course, diyan mo makita. And even kana pag-conduct og exams, no, both oral and written exams. Uh, of course, you can actually gather a lot of information from the candidates who applied for the position. Okay. So next, we have onboarding and training employees. Yes, this is very important because for sure, no, this is very this may actually sounds very absurd, no, when you are going to let the person perform the job though wala siya background ana or else imo na siyang gibutang din ha no nya naa lagi siya kay ingon siya kamao ra ko ana pero ini kakuan di ay dili dito siya kamao so mausik, no, mausik ang panahon, mausik ang imong gisweldo niya, and at the same time it could also cause risk, no, to those person. Madisgrasya pa lang na diha nya ikaw ang manubag, no. Of course, there must be unsa man siya, there must be a training na imong i-conduct first before nimo siya ipa-on board. A training or can also be called as an immersion, no. You're going to let that person actually observe, no, the the process or on how the people actually performs their job to that particular environment or from different departments for him to have a background, no, on how to perform his job. Okay. So evaluating the performance of employees. So of course, when you are done, no, with the training, di ba? I am pretty sure you are familiar with this, no? Na trainingon sa kadaan tagaan ka og 1 week. So ang imong madawat usa dili pa sweldo kun dili allowance. So when the time had come nga nahumana na ang 15 days, they are going to evaluate your performance. So if your performance is actually passable, of course, you will be subjected to proceed for a formal employment na, formal na ang imong status, formal employee. Okay? So, an evaluation, how does an evaluation can be done? Dili lang no nga sila lay mismo sa ilang kaugalingon no nga like okay, this is the evaluation of you, no, this is how or else the HR will just keep the data, no, for themselves. But ang mahitabuan ni class, of course, they also have to kanang gitawag class kanang data nga kanang bang pag-disclose, no, about sa information, no, sa employee. uh Importante kini siya kay also for him to know, no, for him to bang to appreciate the purpose of the evaluation despite the fact like mahagbong siya, at least no nakabalo siya asa nga area siya nahagbong or for possible nga mga adjustments. Okay? Okay, we have providing compensation, benefits, rewards, and more. So of course, kung on board na ka, no, kung himo na kang formal employee, you already signed a contract, of course, the company is subjected to provide compensation, benefits, rewards, and more. So of course, kana mga perks, bonuses, part of that, no, part na siya, mga health benefits. Why? Because that is actually mandated from the law. And of course, they have to comply that one. So, kita niyo rin, complying with labor law. So, of course, they have to comply with the labor law. Or else, of course, they will be sanctioned. They will be punished. They will be subjected for punishment or they are punishable by law. So, of course, they have to comply. But before they are going to comply, of course, you and yourself also have to comply with the company's requirements para in like for example, wala kanila provide di ano no kanang from the time being ni-apply na ka, nag-submit ka sa imong wa ka ni submit sa imong requirements. Naabtan og 3 years kay ganahan na unta ka mo loan. Pag tan-aw nimo sa loan, wala gyud ay gitagakan bisag kausa. Now, how to track record, no? If you are not submitting something. So of course, one way, no, to know that a company is legit or not is when a company requires kanabang requires the employer or requires the applicant no to submit full documents sa iyahang uh, pagpang-apply. Like for example, kanang gitawag nato og kanang resume, no? Resume, we have barangay, natay NBI, PhilHealth or unsa pa na TIN number. So those are the primary requirements that you needed to comply. So with that, when there is an instances no nga panlitan uh, kana bang naka-experience mo pagpanlupig ba. So ang may tabo ana, you can actually go to dole. And with that, of course, pangitaan man ka unsa may status nimo sa anang a company. So with that, lig-on ang imong ebidensya na I am a formal employee. So this was the time that I started signing with my contract. So at least you are legit. Okay. So next we have training and development. So what is training and development? So of course, uh, di ba, you observe, no? Sa kauna-unahan ay gitawag dito og ay sorry class, maintaining a strong employer-employee relationship. What is this? And why is it that it is also considered as very crucial? Now, let me tell you something, no, like this. Okay, sorry, an employee class, no, or an HR class, they serves as a mahimo na siyang class mediator, no, nasa sa tunga-tunga. So meaning to say, dili siya dapat one-sided. Now, the purpose of that, no, is para when there is a command, no, coming from the top management, so the HR or the human resource management or the human resource personnel will be the one, no, who will be obligated to relay the information sa iya nga mga empleyado. Okay? And whatever will be the feedbacks, no, coming from the empleyado, so the human resource management also will serve as a bridge, no, to kana bang iyang ipaabot, no, iyang i-endorse dito kung unsa man ang mga suggestion coming from the people below or nasa downline, no, mga ordinary mga employee. Okay, so mo na yung purpose. So what will happen when there is a disagreement that happens between the top management and the kaning employee? So unsa may mahimo ana? So of course, dili lang ingon, no, nga mahimo tadtaran ang mga human resource management. As much as possible, they are going to explain the top management why is that so that these people are actually demanding this type of like this and like that. So ang HR na mapasabot po na siya. So meaning to say, the HR, no, becomes mahog siya kanang right hand sa top management. Kaya pwede man sila mag-collaborate po, no, for the possible or like for example for the important matter to be imposed towards sa organization. Okay? Next, we have training and development. So what is training and development? So training and development, kato yung nadunggan ganiha at first before onboarding, na po'y training and development which is uh, very important. Every 6 months, of course, your performance will be evaluated. So, regardless, no, regardless of the performance, regardless of your performance, is it's either you're passable or your performance decline, no, sa standard nga kana bang requirement, no, in terms of productivity. So, ang may tawag anak class is pwede kayo, no, nga mag-retraining ka. Or sir, ang pangutana, sir, para lang ba ni sa mga nahagsa, mga ni deviate ang ilahang performance? Dili. Even those people who actually exceed, no, to the requirement, no, to the standard quality of performance, i-training po na sila, no? Could be ang purpose sa pag-train ana nila class is for a continuous growth, and at the same time of course there might be at least, no, the company are giving them an opportunity to learn another revenue, to learn another experience, to learn another skills, and that's very important. And with that, of course, it will surely end up into development. So next we have recognizing employee contribution and engaging employees. Yes, this is very crucial. Why? Before, no, before it was turned into human resource management, personnel administration pa man siya. So what are the things that had happened before in personnel administration? They're not putting importance on the employee. No, they're just viewing their employee as like machines, no, nga of course we are paying for them, so they have to functionalize, they have to do their job and no other than that, which is very matawag na to siya og cruel kayo nga dinalaan. Now right now, as it was evolved into human resource management, ang nahitabo niya man recognizing employee contribution. So of course you have to realize, no, being at the top management, being of the being the kanabang the right hand of the top management as a human resource management. Of course, you have to ensure that the kanibang the contribution of the employee has to be acknowledged, no, the contribution of the employee has to be positively regarded. Dapat tagaan sila pagtagad, no, kay a company cannot actually continue sa iyahang like for example, dili sila ka continue sa ilahang pagpanerbisyo, no, sa ilahang daily nga functioning kung wala ang mga empleyado, no? And of course, with that, no, na and engaging employees. Now, unsa may engaging employees ang gipasabot dire? Of course, no, you should know them, no? You have to know your employees. You have to dili lang ingon nakaila ka sa pangan. You should also feel, no, oh, what they really wanted. You should also somehow, no, ask them, no, nga unsay maayo kaayo nga mabuhat sa HR, no, for you to become more productive pa gyud, no, like for example, ang uban nga HR, they are going to conduct kanang mga team building or else mga outing, no, somehow that can help them, no, that can actually help a lot para ang mga employees moral musaka, no, ang ilang pagsalig sa company ug ang ilaha nga kaning gitawag natong loyalty mas magkalig-on, no, as the year goes on and on. Okay, so in big organization, human resource management is divided into various departments that come within the remit of multiple managers and specialists such as career counselors, training and development managers, employment service managers, and more. So in small companies, this process is either outsourced or taken up at a small scale. So magdepende siya sa gidak-on. Okay? So why is human resource management important? So mao na to, no, those are the things, no, nga gatag nako gidiscuss nako sa babaw. Ingon ri the human resource goals are in alignment with the company's missions and objectives. Now, this was the thing that I discussed previously. So the initiatives involved in the process are focused on supporting employee welfare and nurturing employees, which contributes to business growth. Yes, this is it, no? HR managers play a critical role in strategizing and decision making for corporations and larger companies. So buot pasabot, uh, when can we say that the organization is kana bang maayo, no? Of course, you can actually find it this one, no? They are responsible for identifying, no, skilled people and onboarding them. So of course, when there is a less tendency, or when there is a less, no, nga possibility nga ang kanang mga trabahante diha, ah no, nga magsigig absent, oh, ang mga trabahante diha magsigi og ka-late. So meaning to say, nya paspas ang turnover, kaning gitawag og paspas ang turnover class, kanining daghan kay magsig pangundang, paspas kay ang pag-resign. So mo na nga you cannot say nga kuan kay siya, no, excuse me for a while, ah kuan kay siya nga kumpanya, epektibo siya. Okay, so here also, no, the importance of human resource management. So this is just an additional information, no? There you can see the quality of work life. Yes, this is very important. Why? The quality of work life. So unsa man ni siya, class? A very simple nga explanation, class. We have a fragmented life, no? We work, no, as an employee. We play a role as a son or a daughter or a father, no, if you're married. You also play your role as a friend, as a brother, and as a sister, no? So daghan kitag rule. Now, when can we say that the quality of work and life is balanced? So, of course, if wala kay maligsan ana niya, no, nga schedule, like for example, you have a schedule, no, being a son or a daughter. So unya ang imong trabahoon, gikan sa trabahoan ang imong trabahoon madalan mo sa balay. So in that sense, makaingon kita no nga makakaon siya sa oras nimo being the other person or being the other persona from the other uh kaning gitawag na to og responsibility. So with that, ang imong quality of work life dili na balance, no? You cannot even brush your hair uh somehow, no, to beautify yourself, to do recreational activities, wala na. So meaning to say, usa na siya, no? So what is very important on this, if the particular organization has its own counselor, it could really help a lot. So neither employees by facilitating work autonomy, freedom, work recognition, and belongingness. So of course, this has to be positively regarded with sa organization. So as much as possible, if they can provide personnel nga maka-maintain ani no, or kanabang makahatag og dako kaayo nga value para ani, mas maayo. Okay? So I think I've been mentioning, I've been telling you a lot of information. No? Thank you so much, and don't forget to subscribe for the continuation of my discussion. Thank you so much, class. Have a great day.